Hello everyone, welcome back to those who have joined me before, and welcome to those who are joining for the first time. My name is Linadja and I'll be a yoga teacher for the next half hour or so. I hope everyone is feeling well and healthy, ready to get moving. Today, as the title says, we are doing a Vinyasa flow. Vinyasa can be broad, and today we're just moving through it in a relaxed but always also strong manner. So just as always, playing around with what the body can do, increasing what the body can do, and enjoying ourselves. All right, let's get started. We're going to start off laying down on our backs. So this is where we bring the body and the mind into the present moment. Usually we're in some sort of seated position, sometimes standing. Today we're starting off laying down. So as usual, we first become aware of our space. We become aware of our space to realize that we are here. Bringing yourself fully into the present moment. And from here we bring the awareness into the body. Relaxing through each and every part of the body. Doing a quick scan all the way from the top of the head, all the way down to the tips of the toes. And you'll find that you're probably holding tension somewhere and you're not even aware of it. Maybe it's your jaw, maybe your jaw is clenched. Maybe it's in your shoulders or your hands. Maybe it's in the hips, the perineum. Maybe it's in the feet or the legs. Just making sure that we're completely relaxed. So sinking into the floor, feeling yourself grounded. Use this to ground yourself in the present moment in your space. You can even imagine roots growing out from underneath you. And then we bring awareness to the breath. Feeling the air as it comes in and as it comes out of the nose. Feeling as the belly rises and falls. And now we can start to deepen the breath. As we deepen the breath, we allow the belly to expand a little bit more, or maybe a lot more as we inhale. And as we exhale, we allow the belly to come back. We pull the belly back towards the spine, pushing the diaphragm up, pushing all the air out of the lungs. Breathing in and out. If you're familiar with your Ujjayi breath, you can start with that now. And then we're going to inhale, straighten the arms up above the head, and just stretch, 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 stretch. And then we bring the feet over to the left side, bring the hands and head over to the left side. So we in our half moon position or crescent moon, and we stretch through the right side of the body. And let's do the other side. Exhale, come back to center, and then we move the feet to the right side and the arms and the head to the right side in our crescent moon, feeling the stretch through the left side of the body. Breathing, just waking up the body here. And then let's come back to center. Release the hands to your sides. And then I want you to stretch your legs up into the air. So depending on how tight your hamstrings are, our legs will all be in different positions. If you've got really, really loose hamstrings and you're tempted to bring the legs forward, I want you to just keep it at a 90-degree angle from the torso. And then what we're going to do here is we're going to rock the legs back and forth. So if your hamstrings are really tight and you really struggle to get that 90-degree angle, and your legs want to be here, but that's of course a bit strenuous on the stomach, you're going to bring one foot onto the floor, do the one leg, and then one foot, and then swap legs. So just like that. But for the rest of us, just rocking the legs back and forth. So here we start to loosen through the hamstrings. Breathing, make sure those feet are flexed. The soles of the feet are pointing up towards the sky. Breathing. All right, and then hold it up. Arms come up into the air. And then reach for your toes. Don't lift the shoulders, don't lift the head. Just that sensation of reaching for your toes, and then your toes are reaching for your hands. Breathe. Inhale. Exhale, hug the knees into your chest. Inhale. Exhale, bring the head up to meet the knees. And then release the head. And then stretch out the legs once again. Now we reach for the toes, and you can lift up the shoulders. Whether or not you can reach the toes, it's not important. If you can reach them, pull. And if you can't reach them, but you'd like to feel the sensation through the calves, you're going to bring your strap and place it around the feet and pull on the strap. Today I brought a belt just to show you that you can use whatever you want, whatever you have available. So then you have your belt, you're going to put it on the balls of your feet, or maybe even on your toes if your toes can grip well enough, and then you pull towards you. But remember to creep the hands up towards the feet. There's no point in pulling here because we're trying to eventually reach the toes. All right, hold on to the backs of the knees. Roll yourself up to a seated position, and we're going to come straight into a downward dog. So however you need, bring yourself up into your downward dog. Breathing, and let's walk the feet. So we'll feel that the hamstrings and the calves are already a little bit looser. So we won't stay in this first downward dog for too long. Remember, you can do whatever movement you like here. You can walk the feet, you can not walk the feet, you can rock the hips, you can move the head, you can move the arms. Whatever makes you more comfortable in your downward dog. Just remember that the arms are pressing, or the palms are pressing down into the floor, and the shoulders are back and down. All right, stillness in the feet now. Breathing. So inhale, bend the knees. Look in between the hands. Exhale, step, walk, or jump the feet in between the hands. Inhale, come up halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, arms come all the way up. Exhale, hands down to the heart. And again, inhale, arms up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, come up halfway. Exhale, plant the hands, step the feet back, immediately coming down through your knees, chest, and chin, or your full chaturanga. And then inhale, pushing yourself up. Exhale into your downward dog. And that is what we refer to as a Vinyasa flow. So taking a few breaths here. All right, we're going to do it one more time. Bend knees, look in between hands. Exhale, place feet in between hands however you like. Inhale, look up, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, the arms come all the way up overhead. Exhale, hands come down to your heart. Inhale, arms come up. Exhale, we fold. Inhale, come up halfway. Exhale, plant the hands, step the feet back, either coming down through your knees, chest and chin, or your full chaturanga, keeping the elbows close to the body. Inhale, up. Exhale, into your downward dog. Breathe. So just gently warming up the body a little bit there. Pressing those heels into the floor, pressing the palms into the floor. All right, and then we're going to come up to standing. So we're going to inhale, bend the knees once again, look up in between the hands, and then we step, walk, or jump feet in between hands. Inhale, come up halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, arms come all the way up. Exhale, hands in between, hands to heart. All right, now you're at the top of your mat. You're going to hug in that left knee, twist through that ankle, breathing, and change directions with the twist. And then you're going to bring the knee out towards the side as much as you can. It might not go out much, that's fine. Just bring it out as much as you can. So we feel the hip opening up, and hopefully we feel the glutes starting to activate as well. And then you're going to bring your right hand in front of you, point that left foot, bring it out behind you, and then grab onto the left foot. So we come into a dancer position. Now I want you to kick and press that left foot into the hand, and you bring your knee up as high as it can go. Breathing. Make sure you're grounded in that grounded foot. Take deep breaths. Take deep breaths. And then we're going to release the foot and step it all the way back into a warrior two. So in our warrior two, the heel is in the same line with the middle of the back foot. And you should have your right hand in front of you gently. Inhale, close off the hips. Come into a warrior one. Breathing. Arms are up in the air. You're pressing the outside of that back foot into the floor. Breathe. Inhale. Exhale. Kick off that back foot. Come into your warrior three. So already our second balancing pose. And then you're going to bring the foot back down, but you're going to cross the legs. So if you can't see, there you go. Legs are crossed. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, folding over your crossed legs. Breathe. And then if you have your block nearby, you may use it. You also don't need to, you can just be hanging here. So you can have your hands on the block, especially as we turn. So turn towards the left. And then this can be a bit difficult to have your fingers on the floor if they usually are. So that's then where you would use your block. Having the hands on the block to support you. You could also just hang, you don't actually need the block, but it could be helpful. And then inhale, turn all the way to the other side. Feel a different stretch through the legs here. Breathing. Inhale, come back to center. And then we bend the knees just to untwist the legs. Inhale, come up halfway. Exhale, plant the hands, step the feet back. Inhale, up here. Exhale, knees, chest and chin, or your full chaturanga. Inhale, up, either into your cobra or your upward dog. Exhale into your downward dog. Breathe. Pressing the heels into the floor, pressing the palms into the floor. If you'd like to make this rest more of an active rest, you can bring the elbows down, step the feet in, into your cobra. Not into your cobra, what's this? Dolphin. Alright, if you're in your dolphin, stepping the feet back again, bend the knees, look in between the hands, exhale, step or jump feet in between hands, inhale, come up halfway, exhale, fold, inhale, arms come all the way up, exhale, hands come down to your heart. And then we're gonna do the other side now. So we hug in the right leg, twisting through that ankle, just because we can, you know. And then the other side, or the other direction. Breathing. And then hold on to that knee with the right hand, and you're going to pull the knee out towards the side, activating through the glutes. Breathing. So this is a very static activation through the glutes. Left hand comes forward, the knee comes back, and then you grab onto the foot into your dancer position. Kicking that knee up as high as you can, pressing into the hand with the foot, holding onto that foot with the hand. This is a very active pose. You should be working quite hard here. Breathing. Find your point of focus in front of you. And then we release the foot and we step all the way back into a warrior two, and your left hand should already be in front of you. Breathing. Make sure you've got the alignment with the feet. You can look over the front middle finger and the back middle finger. Turn the hips, come into a warrior one. Breathing. And then we're going to kick off that back leg, come into our warrior three. Lift that back leg up as high as you can. Breathing. And then you're going to come out of your warrior three, cross the legs in front of you. Inhale, bring the arms up. Exhale, swan dive forward into a fold. So if you're not sure what a swan dive is, look at that, I've got a chair in front of me. If you're not sure what a swan dive is, basically you come down with your arms out to the side of you and you come down with a flat back. You have your chin and your chest leading you forward. All right, grab your strap, your block if you need it. And then first we turn towards the right side. Breathing, and it's okay if that left leg then wants to bend a little bit more. Just listen to what your body wants you to do. You can even bend both legs if you need to. It's not about forcing yourself to do something that you can't. And then we go all the way to the other side. Breathing. So just a bit of a different stretch through the hamstrings here. Inhale, come back to center. And then bend the knees just to untwist the body. I'm going to come back forward. Inhale, come up halfway. Exhale, plant the hands, we step it back. Inhale, up here. Exhale, coming down. Inhale, up. Exhale, sit back into your child's pose. Stretching those arms forward, breathing. Inhale, sit up. You're sitting on your heels. Make sure you've got your knees together. If you'd like, you can bring the feet out to the outside of the hips. If your bum can, come down onto the floor. If you've got pain in your knees, please avoid it. We're going to come back into a nice quad stretch. So we lean back, bring our hands onto the floor. If you feel the stretch, stop here. Otherwise, bend through those arms until you feel the stretch. Then you stop there. Otherwise, you come down onto the elbows. And if you'd like to come all the way through, you can come down onto your back. And if this still isn't enough for you, you bring the one foot onto the floor while the other knee is on the floor. And then you press that foot into the floor while you lift the hips up off the floor. While you're lifting the hips, make sure that the knee stays on the floor. So if you're lifting up the hips but the knee comes off, rather just keep the foot on the floor and keep the hips on the floor, but continue pressing into that foot. With this variation though, you'll have to switch to the other side. So do that now. Yeah, so you have to bring yourself up and then come onto the other side. Everybody else, just stay where we are. Breathing. And then coming out from wherever you are, slowly and gently, and then come down, come forward onto your hands and knees. Just twist through those ankles. Bring both feet to one side, sit back onto your bum. We're just going to do some quick side stretches. So bring your left hand to your left side. Inhale, come up with the right arm and then over. Either you stay up on the hand, or if you're flexible enough, you bring the elbow onto the floor, keeping both butt cheeks grounded. Breathing. Really stretching through the top arm, looking up from under the arm. And then inhale, come up and out. I'm just going to face you to demonstrate the other side. So we have the right hand on the outside. Inhale, up with the left. Exhale, coming into whatever version you choose. Looking up from under the arm, and we're pulling that arm away from the body. So imagine someone's pulling on your fingers, stretching through that arm. Breathe. And then inhale, come up. And then straighten out those legs. Maybe you want to do a quick windshield wipe. And just gently coming down onto the back. Before we go into our Shavasana, we're going to do a quick glute stretch. So placing the right ankle over the left knee. The right hand comes in between the legs, left hand to the outside, and we pull that left knee in. Flexing both feet, breathing. If you'd like to feel a bit more of a stretch here, you're going to lean the feet over towards the left side. Alright, and then we do the other side. So left ankle over right knee, left hand inside the legs, holding on behind that right knee, and we pull it in and we breathe. Both feet are flexed. If you'd like to feel more of a stretch, you lean over towards the right side. Breathing. And then we release the legs, stretch them out. The palms are facing upward, shoulders away from the ears. Bring up the head, tuck the chin in and drop the head back down. Feet are laying open. And we breathe. So we allow the breath to just come back to normal. Feeling the air as it comes in and out through the nostrils. Feeling as the belly rises and falls. And we just allow the entire body to completely relax. So we do a scan from the top, the head, the shoulders, the arms, the torso, the hips, the legs, down into the feet. Completely relax through each muscle, each bone, each hair. And once the body is relaxed, we really just surrender to gravity, allowing the body to sink down into the floor. And we just bring our attention to our breath. And if you find that your mind wanders away from the breath, that's fine. Just simply acknowledge that the mind has wandered and gently bring it back to the breath. If you'd like to stay here for longer, please do. Just hit pause. Otherwise, if you're waking up with me now, starting to wiggle through the fingers, wiggle through the toes, Flop the feet side to side, flop the head side to side. And then we bring up the knees. And you can also flop them side to side if you like. Otherwise, just turning over onto one side. Nice and relaxed. And whenever you feel ready, you push yourself up into our seated position. Just give yourself a moment. Bringing the hands to the sides. Inhale, arms come up. Exhale, hands come down to your heart. And again, inhale, arms come up. Exhale, hands come down to your heart. And last time, inhale, arms come up. Big breath. Exhale, hands come down to your heart. Take this time to thank yourself for dedicating this time to your mind and to your body. And I thank you for joining me. Namaste. Thank you again. I really appreciate every single one of you who joined the session and flow with me. I appreciate every single one of you who give it a like, those of you who have already subscribed. I'm so grateful. Please help me spread the word, share it with your friends, share it with someone who you think might use something like this. Someone who you think, maybe they don't have a large space to work out or to move much. Maybe someone who sits at a desk the whole day could be helpful. And I hope it really helped you. Have a wonderful day ahead. And if you haven't subscribed, please do. And I'll see you guys next week. Bye.